Oh yeah, so this is Sam and Adriel. We're just looking at some of the issues with video editing in the 169 MOOC and transcript and so on. I'm just going to put myself on screen share. And Adriel, did you get? I made this. What did I make? It's quite late here actually, so my brain. If I just lose vocabulary, you'll understand what's going on. I made a kind of a edX Edge copy of the MOOC for the purpose
Okay.
of editing. And have you got access to that now?
Yes, yes. That is the page where it shows. What is it like the pivot tracker? Is that the one that you're talking about where it has current and icebox, or are you talking
Ah,
about?
no, no.
Um,
This is. I think it's this one here. Can you see the screen I'm sharing at the moment?
oh yes, yes. I have access to that now. Yes.
Right. Yes. So this is it's Edge. This can be edited freely. I've given you admin access here, so that just you could do what you wanted with it potentially. But so yeah. So for example, you remember that there was these issues about what had happened to the self-check videos, or the sort of the peer learning question videos for these sections like 1.4, 1.5.
Hmm.
Right. So if we look at, for example, here 1.5, and I don't, you maybe haven't used Studio before, is that?
No,
No.
I
Okay.
have
So
not.
it might take you a little while to get familiar with it. So I thought it'd be good to do a hangout. But this is the MOOC here. If we go and look,
Hmm.
what have I just done? Have I just opened it there? So open it there. Uh, I'm confused now. I always find out everything in this. Yeah. So for example, so like, what is that thing? Oh, that's just the old. Okay, yeah, get rid of that. So so for example, 1.4 has this lecture
Hmm.
video which starts, fine, and then it has the self-check question. Like, I guess actually if we look, because you can go from here and there's you can always click the View Live button to see
Okay.
what it actually properly looks like. And so we're in this section here,
Hmm.
and so for example, I go cloud computing there, and obviously the commander looks a bit serious in that one, but that's I'm getting a random error. I think that's just a random error. I think. I think it is. There we go. Yes. Okay.
Okay. Cool.
Yeah. So this is like normal video here, the 1.4, and
Hmm.
then we have question, and
Hmm.
then we have nothing afterwards. And so I was wondering what had happened to those. I think I must have seen the subsequent video at some point, and I should have. This is a problem with trying to do too many things, or just like I watch so many videos, it all becomes a blur. If we look at now, this is the following 1.5 video, and we play that, and if that works, so you can see this here.
Yeah.
What they've got is, for some reason in this case here, what they've done is the review of the description of this question and its review is prepended to the following video.
Oh, okay. So the video for this question is actually going to be over here in 1.5 instead
It's
of
actually
1.4.
in 1.5 at the beginning of it. Um,
Okay.
if I wonder if I can just open here, and maybe it's easier. But I think that's true for 1.4, 1.5, 1.6. I think all of them. I think we can see here. They all just don't have. I think that's right. Oh, my computer's slowing down. Yeah, basically 1.4, 1.5, 1.6. They all don't have that thing,
Hmm.
and yeah, it starts here with the video, what have you, right?
Okay, right.
And sorry, I was going to show something else. So then I think once that finishes, then Dave goes on to another topic. So the solution to achieving the goal that we've talked about, which is, I mean, I know in some ways if I'm like, I can see that there's an argument that would say, oh, better to keep all of the video related to the question completely separate from the actual lecture content, because then in the future you might change the question and then you have
Hmm.
complete freedom to do that. I think the reality is that's unlikely to happen, and I think the big problem is that students watch the thing, and then the question comes up, and sometimes when Dave Romano is talking through the question, they're providing a useful introduction, anyway. I maybe don't have to convince you as to which pedagogical approach. I mean, sometimes I'm kind of like, am I crazy? But anyway, I think at least that was how it was always done in the course previously when edX has edited the videos, and now this in fall 2013. Berkeley edited the videos, and it was somewhat inconsistent. But so I actually started doing that as I was yesterday, making changes to these and trying to introduce the ones that you had edited. And I was looking, and then of course I realized, oh right, it's that. I started making edits with the YouTube editor. But so just on logistically, this video here would need to be, to achieve what we're talking about, split into 3 pieces, right? So it contains the first chunk is the introduction of the question, which would then need to be
in 1.4.
Stuck on, right, exactly, the 1.4 before the question is put in. Then there's the review of the question itself, which would then go as a separate item in the 1.4 sequence. And then the remaining chunk would just become here the beautiful code versus legacy.
The introduction on 1.5. Okay, so it's pretty much the same as all the other ones. It's just that with these particular 3, it kind of got mixed up a little bit more than the others.
Yeah, absolutely. Okay. So it's just that. No, so let me show you the other thing then. So I started to do just because I think you had made them consistent for 1, 2, and 1, 3. And I was going through yesterday 1, 4, 1, 5, and 6, and I was like, oh yes, it's here. And so I kind of started making these things. That one of the issues, there's also this, when I was talking about transcripts, they've also got this closed caption thing here. You see this?
Yeah, how'd you pull up the transcript? Can you show that to me one more time?
So basically it says CC here.
Okay, got it.
Bottom corner there. And the problem was that what I found is, so for example, what we could do here, if we go to 1.2 software, or maybe even it's still one that I had trouble with, I'll show you what I was doing. I often don't notice the transcripts because once you've turned them off, you don't see them by default. But new students coming in to the MOOC, the transcript is shown by default, and also you can click on particular sections and it takes you to that point in the video, which is actually quite cool. And I know from the MOOC that I think many non-native English speakers, they really appreciate having the closed captions available. And when we released the MOOC in fall last year, it didn't have the closed captions, and a lot of people complained. And then one of the TAs did quite a lot of work to get it all in there. So that was good. But so if we go here, actually for me, one thing they have introduced, I find editing in Studio to be a bit of a pain. They have just introduced this new button here which says View Unit in Studio. So I should be able to click that and go straight to editing that page. That's the 1.3. Yeah. So what I've been doing is I've been working off your spreadsheet here. Sometimes I don't know if is it my imagination, or is maybe these two things, I don't know, are they consistently ordered? Is this the
first one? That should be the intro.
Right, the second one should be the the thing, right? It may be in my imagination that wasn't always consistent, but
you may be right. I probably might have just messed up and probably switched it around.
Well, I think partly I blame Google, because I think that these URLs are just appalling. Do you know what I mean? How far away? They'll probably, I'm sure that there's a fantastic engineering reason why. I'm sure that allows them to serve the videos fantastically quickly. But I just, I think it's an awful user interface component. But anyway, but so we've got, so actually so that one there, that's the answer. I think on the ones that I was working on, I went through and in some ways what it would have been, I think, rather than having you working as a spreadsheet, what might have been simpler hindsight is 2020, as I say, would have been perhaps more effective to get you set up with being able to edit the environment. Back there, what am I doing? I'm doing now. I'm going to go and look for. So this one is right. So this is the. So yeah, I think like, and as we can see, maybe. I mean, we definitely had in the course in the fall some complaints about some videos being So okay. So I think this is.
Yeah, so that's the one that you sent me just recently, right?
Yeah.
On over Skype. Yeah, I mean, I'll go ahead and click it again.
Sure. Yeah. I mean, I think that one just played for me in. It's not. See. Look.
Okay, let me take a look.
I mean, it's not. It's I wonder. It could be the bit. So here I've got HTML5 player. What have I done over here? I mean, it's not consistent. Yeah, that's both on the HTML5 player. It's not consistent. You know what I mean? It's difficult to and I'd sort of start what I'd done is I'd started going through these, and I was about to show you editing from here, right? And so I'd started to, make these changes. So you've got this edit for the video, and I was occasionally getting like, "Ooh, is that maybe not working? I can't have the list thing here." It was maybe not working, and then I got to a point, and I realized maybe several of them weren't working, and then there was a transcript issue, and so because we were releasing today, I basically ended up backing out and said probably more important to have all those So see what's happened now is we had the link from before, the existing one, so this is your updated one. So it uses the ID here to work out the transcript. So because the ID has changed, it has no idea about the transcript. This process here now, in order to make this available and visible in the MOOC, I have to. It's got this replace it with draft, editor draft. It's extraordinarily confusing. I think it's designed to. I guess it's some sort of a mental workout they give us. Are we really good enough to be using edX? Is the
So what you mean with the transcripts so is the mission or the goal to essentially just have transcripts for all of these videos? Is that the
yes yes, and we do have transcripts for all of them, and I think that one of the things I had not anticipated was that part of the editing process means that they get disconnected from the transcripts. So if we now if this will now let me oh god, it's gone full screen. Don't do that. Don't exit full screen. Oh, it's so not handy. Okay, I just want to press the play button. So this one now, and you can see it doesn't have the CC there even. So this is then the particular problem is if it's not playing in the edX player, then we're sort of in trouble. So, and the funny thing is sometimes after a while it might start and I might just get audio but not the video. So, well, at least we've got this recorded. It's not my. It could have been my imagination, and we've kind of managed to catch it.
Well, the thing with 1.3, I mean, I didn't upload anything specifically for 1.3. If I'm, those were the ones that I didn't mess with actually. Let's see.
Well, I think 1.3. This is your new video here.
Oh, the 1.3. Okay.
Yeah. This one, I think 1.4, 1.5, 1.6. You didn't do anything with.
Right, okay,
1.3, I think this one, this is your new video, and it seems to be, I mean, independently, but I think if we look at, so for example, 1.2 didn't have any problem, but 1.3 does. There's not an easy way for me to get to 1.2 from here. It's annoying. Like I have to navigate back to the original thing for here. We need a MOOC on how to manage Studio. I think actually they do have one, but yeah, if we go in to 1.2 here, I think this video will work. But we have the same problem with the transcripts, which is not inherently your problem, but it's something that for at least for me, I need to work out how to deal with in order to use the fruits of your labors, so to speak. Go on.
What was the workflow for you to create these transcripts, actually?
Well, I think the transcripts. So the interesting thing with the the interesting thing with the, I guess having done this now, the YouTube automatically generates transcripts, and I think what happened in this case is they were taken and they actually kind of, the TAs arranged people to be sort of correcting the transcripts and then sorted out. We'll just see here. Interestingly, when I edited the videos, as I was doing, I did like 1.4, 1.5, 1.6 on YouTube. It took the transcripts with them. I don't know if you've tried using the YouTube editor at all.
No, I've never used the YouTube editor.
No,
but I'm sure I could figure it out.
Yeah. I think it's. I'm sure it's a lot less complex than the. Sounds like you're using,
No.
professional. I mean, sensible for a professional tool. But so that's unfortunately not because what I was like, as I was saying before, for so we'll just go back here and look at 1.2. When I edited 1.4 or 1.5, for example, and I took the front, question bits off of it, and then just to get the whole thing, the problem was that although the transcript stayed, the transcript with the that little lead-in was still there, right? Even though I'd cut that off, so it would need to be edited again. But so here now, if we this one I think should play. Oh no, is it taking me to the right place? Yeah, 435 here. Yeah. Oh, I think I've pasted in the wrong link. But anyway, but yeah, you can see that. Anyway, sorry, I'm sort of babbling and see what's particularly annoying, of course, about all of this is that that there is within Studio, there's no undo mechanism. So having edited this, I can't to undo to get to the previous video that I was on. Anyway, I'll just put that in there so that it's the right sequence in there. So let me tell you, yes, but if we take, for example, if I go now to 1.1, there's now I have to confess that I am not the most total expert in how the transcripts are all linked up together, if you know what I mean.
Right.
But so if we go here, so this is the first video. There's transcripts both on YouTube and stored in edX, and sometimes they can even conflict, and you get warning messages about them. Is that going to be really slow? If we just go and look at, is that now almost my Chrome is just going to like expire under the abuse that I've given it today. I mean, do you want to? If you bring up it's coming. You could just as easily, if you wanted to access the this environment and on your side and screen share with me. But anyway, actually, here's an example. So it says time transfer conflict. The time transfer on YouTube does not appear to be the same, and it offers me this option to replace the edX time transfer with the YouTube transcript. If we get the URL and I go into, so in Firefox I'm logged in as that's weird, as the SaaS book account, which is you're doing everything from SaaS book, right?
Everything from SaaSbook. Can you explain that actually?
Oh, I mean,
it's through the account on
the
YouTube.
Account on here, yeah. You're uploading through that there. But so that's funny. I would have thought this gave me more. Maybe it's just being slow there. But anyway, so you can see that that's the transcript on YouTube there.
Oh, okay.
In principle, one can edit this video. I mean, if I get is that not in there? Is that another one that's anyway? But at least this has got edit. Oh, there's like closed captions there. What was the button? But so, here we go. Yeah, so you can in principle add captions on the YouTube side, and then that's associated with the video. And I think they've been added in many places. There's also in edX, if it will let me see somewhere else. And this is maybe more information than you care to know, but it has the files and uploads have these JSON files. Basically, the file uploads is if we scroll there, see these things. Yeah. So basically, this is the transcript broken up into these chunks of text and then timestamps. So, in principle, in order, along with the process of editing the videos, ideally, we need to make sure that the right bits of the transcripts go along with them. If you know what I mean.
Yes.
And I think, in principle, that could all just be done as long as the transcripts were in there on YouTube. Then we wouldn't have to muck around with the edX side. I guess I just want to, I think we have transcripts on everything. So if we look at one here, and that says add captions, but I'm not. Yeah, so I'm not 100% on that. Anyway. Anyway, yes. I mean, I think that's. I've kind of brain dumped everything on you.
Yeah. Well, I mean, no, I got about, I would say, 80% of it until I started going into the transcripts. But with this being recorded, I can definitely just go back to what you were doing and figure that out. So good thing that you do record this.
Yeah, and it'll be available on our. Yeah, I'll send you a link to it. I was just trying to go to just view this. Do we just have a? Sorry, this is just for my.
Our next topic is.
All right, Amanda, calm down. There's. We got. No, it's going. There, it's taking me to the edit thing.
Our next topic is.
If I want to. See, if I want to view this independently of the. It's funny because. Oops, wrong thing. If we go here. If I look at it like this, captions. So maybe that one doesn't have. Oh, if I'm looking at recently uploaded ones. Sorry about that. What should I do in order to quickly get one that should have captions on there? I just wanted to try and work out myself there about the relationship between. This is an introduction to software engineering. That one definitely has captions. Yeah. Yeah, it definitely has captions. And if we look at that. There. That's fine. I thought I was seeing a transcript, right. Okay, so maybe the captions is different from the transcript. Okay, I think we're definitely exploring the limits of my knowledge here about.
Well, I'm learning some new things on YouTube as well.
But yeah, so it's funny though, when I view this particular video here, it's almost as if it's not owned by. It's almost as if this is this looks like this is a different YouTube channel. I wonder if this is David Armando's secret channel. We might.
Yeah, these videos don't. Well, actually, yeah, no. I mean, these are like 6 months ago, so.
Yeah, I mean, I think that they may have been uploaded both to here and to ESaaS MOOC. It may be that, but what it looks like I'm getting there is it seems like this video that's being that happens to be the one in the MOOC there is actually not on the ESaaS MOOC channel. Anyway, yeah. So I've kind of ended up getting very behind because of the process of like making the changes and then backing out of the changes. Like I say, because there's no undo mechanism in edX, has meant that I've got rather behind, and I've got to push out another set of lectures for my HPU courses tonight. So I should probably let you go. Any other questions or thoughts?
Well, no, just, I mean, I understand what I need to, I mean, I somewhat understand more of this website and the layout and where I need to go. I understand what I need to do for those 3 videos that, there's been a huge, like, confusion about for a while, but now I know what to do. Sure. And the transcripts, I understand, like, the process and what's needed for it, but when it comes to actually applying these transcripts to the rest of these videos, I'm still a little unclear on.
Oh yeah, no, me too. I think it's yeah. It might require some other hangouts and passes backwards and forwards to work out what's going on there. Yeah, no problem at all. Yeah, the certain aspects of it are also murky for me. Just wondering, this one transcript. It's interesting. All the video links that I'm pulling out are going in are that's just strange. But I think, see, we do have that one for, like, if we look in SaaS Book, My Videos, we would find that one right. So we've got that one. But yeah, do you see there, it looks like, I think the same video is occurring in different. We've got SaaS Book videos, and we've got this CS169 Fall 2013. So I think that's something to explore with Dave and Armando about, and that they've, okay, and it looks to me there like the transcripts are set properly on the ones in the CS169 Fall 2003, and this has got English automatic captions in here. Okay. So yes, there's some sort of digging to do. Anyway, yeah, I think you know as much as me.
Well, when it comes to transcripts and captions on YouTube, yes. I mean, I know there's a feature on Adobe Premiere where actually it lets you transcribe, or it creates the transcript for you through analyzing the audio. So I mean, very similar to YouTube, but it like embeds it into the actual video.
Right.
So, yeah. But this is new. This is interesting, and I mean, I'm sure we'll be able to kind of get a really good workflow of this very soon.
Yeah, I think the final thing I would just say is do check out the
YouTube
the editor. I mean, finding the actual video that you want can be a pain, but basically it's like this, and then you can. I mean, the main thing that I've learned, I mean, just to save you some time, is if, for example, you want to edit your video to be a certain, you know, from time points, you know, but you've got this little slider here to give you your what have you. But then the critical thing is if you're trying to get, like, say, I want the video to go from 4:9 to 4:4, is to do the length slide, you know, the ending slider, and then the starting one. Because if you look the other way around, you kind of end up losing your time bits. But then you can then publish this as a you know, a new what have you, which I did a few of, and at least the entire transcript seems to go with. So in principle, if one was doing it through this thing, and you can do transitions and phase and things in here, you could then one could, not necessarily you, but one could then I think edit the transcript straight through YouTube just to say, okay, like, for chunk cut off. Anyway.
Yeah, no, I mean, this is my first time looking at the YouTube editor, but it looks, I mean, looks like it works fairly well, and
yeah, you might find it a bit. For what I find, and I use Screencast-O-Matic for a lot of video stuff, and is I find that, you know, you make the video edits, and then you have to do this compilation encoding process, which takes a long time, and then you have to push it up. Whereas the nice thing about the YouTube editor is, I mean, it does the encoding process, but it's doing it in the cloud, and it's basically you just sort of, you know, you don't have to. It doesn't it's not running the processing for that on your computer. It kind of cuts out the middle. Although the editor by itself is, I think, limited compared to probably what you've got in your desktop software. Okay, cool. Well, I'm glad we could catch up. Yeah, I'll leave it with you. Come back to me. I mean, I'm going to be away over the weekend, but yeah, come back to me with any insights you have
Okay.
into the
Yeah, no, thanks. This was productive, and good to finally meet you. Do you live in where do you live actually?
I live in London. I'm in London, UK.
Oh, okay. You've always lived there? Just
no, not always. I mean, I lived in Japan for 6 years, and then I lived in Hawaii for 7, and that's why I still teach for Hawaii Pacific University. But we moved back to London to be with the family a couple of years ago.
Wow. Okay, I had no idea that you were actually in London. That's
No.
That's
it's
cool.
it's a quarter to 11 here, and yeah, I should get a few other things wrapped up. But anyway, yeah, lovely to meet you, and look forward to sorting it out over the next few weeks.
Yeah, no, sounds good. All right, well, I'll have a good night.
Okay, bye for now. Take care.
All right, see ya.